And welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest III, the VGA remake by Infamous Adventures. I am, as always, Kiji-kun. This is the second of my King's Quest Let's Plays, or the second video in this series. You might notice with the rest of the videos that we had a problem with the wizard not leaving. Since this is a replacement video for part 2 and 3, which there was some massive failure in, there's going to be some disjointness in between part 2 and part 3, but hopefully it won't be too much. While the wizard is gone, we can pick stuff up. This happens later in the other videos, but we can pick up the mirror from there. You run your hand along the top of the closet. Touching it, you discover something metallic. Grabbing it, you discover a small brass key. What could it unlock? So yeah, I won't go fully through this since we do this again later. Some interesting things about this room. In the original version of this game, there are some really bright colors going on in this room. I'm talking hot pink in places and purples. The original King's Quest games and Quest for Glory games all had really bright color palettes. Probably was a limitation of the systems they were using and the graphics. Makes for interesting. That's actually why there are these fan-made games, because Sierra itself actually remade several of its games into VGA. King's Quest I was remade into VGA by Sierra Online. They remade Quest for Glory 1 themselves. They remade Space Quest 1. They never remade Loser Suit Larry 1, as far as I know. If somebody knows if Sierra remade that, feel free to correct me in the comments. Oddly enough, even though fan teams only tend to remake those games that do not have a VGA counterpart, King's Quest I actually got remade again with the VGA colors. I guess they figured they could do the graphics a little bit better, since King's Quest I was Sierra's first try at doing a VGA remake. Here is our bedroom. We can hide all of our magic stuff under the bed. We can, yes, you get on your hands and knees and shove all your belongings. So we don't have our belongings right now. Later in the game, it will only put magic items under there. To put magic items, just magic items under there, you do this. Get on your hands and knees and shove all your magic items under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there. So yeah. We can also sleep in the bed, but we have to click exactly right. You lie down on your hard bed, stretched and curled, trying to get comfortable. Your thin blanket and a small pillow do not help much. I demonstrate this again later in the game. Yeah, he's trying to sleep. We can look in the mirror. A reflection shows a tall, handsome lad dressed in dirty rags. I would disagree with the handsome, but you know. There's a tapestry here. We're going to, as you can see, all of the saves from the Let's Plays in the future. You lift the bottom of the tapestry. You peer behind it. The wall is filled with cracks. You can see why Mananan would hang a tapestry here. And we look at this again later, and there's a certain Easter egg that's back there. Pretty much there's not much to do that I have not done in later Let's Plays. I just wanted a much cleaner version so we can pick up the fly. A lot of some of the Let's Plays was just me bugging the wizard because he would not leave in my first playthrough of this. We actually apparently got really lucky, and whatever glitch was happening is not happening in this one. You put your eyes to the glass. It amazes you how near everything seems. You can even see the squirrels climbing faraway trees. Always been disappointed they hadn't put a little like zoom in of what Gwydion is seeing. They didn't do that in the original either. So let's go downstairs. See, you can normally find the wizard in certain places. When he's home, the wizard will be here. He'll be either here, he'll be up in the observatory, If he's sleeping, he will be in his bedroom. Or he just randomly will appear. Sometimes he'll be in his magic lab that's down under his study, which you can take a look at later. And we can feed the chickens. You scoop a handful of feed from the bag. He feeds the chickens, feeds the chickens. Sadly, what I cannot do in this video, since the wizard has left, I cannot demonstrate the death we come across in my original Let's Play of this. I was showing off the death you get if you're caught down the mountain while the wizard is home. I'll say this is death again. Show you what happens if I am not careful while walking. He falls to his death. One wrong step was all it took. Try to be more careful. Yeah, it's restore. So we can very carefully go down the mountain. So there's not much reason to actually go down the mountain right now. So, yeah, we'll do this again later in a later Let's Play. I'm actually really surprised. Well, I'm happy we didn't run into that glitch with the wizard. Does make this video not match up with the others, but not much you can do about that. We have the cat. It's going to give us a description. This is the main entry of the wizard's house. The front door is to the south. Creaky stairs lead upwards, and there are doorways to the north and east. You can look at the pictures. This portrait is a very close likeness to Mananan. Maybe it's his brother. Well, I wouldn't say it's his brother since there's a beard, but in the later cutscene we'll meet his brother. The poor animal was killed by the wizard, stuffed and put here on display. Let's try to get the swords. You would consider taking the swords. The wizard would consider that in a bad light. But he doesn't consider it bad that we're carrying around a knife. Yeah. Now we can try to stab the cat. What? I could never kill. You were obviously raised by a naughty wizard. Yeah, his life would be so much easier if you would just stab the wizard. There are 2 candles attached to the wall to light your way up the dim staircase. Forgetting that there is a really large window here. You can see most of the countryside of Linendorf from this vantage point. Let's take the flames. The candles are firmly attached to the wall. Try as you might, you cannot get them free. Yeah, I tried that in one of the later ones as well. Here's the moose. Moose shows up in almost all the Sierra games, as I will mention later, probably. The large dining table is made of pine planking. Matching benches run its length on both sides. The table is big enough to seat at least 10 people, but Mananan never has company. Oh, look, there's a plant. This is where Mananan eats his meals. You, of course, are not supposed to eat here. You eat in the kitchen. Oh, let's look at the plant. Oh, well. I'm going to go ahead and sign off the day here. Hopefully this isn't too disjointed from the rest of the videos, but it's a much more clean playthrough. So, this is Kiji-kun signing off, and I will see you in the next vid.